Today, let's consider the 8 objectives for the establishment of the Nigerian Data Protection Act 2023. We have very good laws in Nigeria, but the problem is the issue of non-compliance. Even the Bible, on the other hand, acknowledges the importance of protecting a person's personal information. And that is why in the book of Proverbs, the Bible says that a talebearer exposes secrets. Now, it is the intention of this act to protect each individual's personal information. And that is why the objectives are set out in part 1 of this act as follows. Number 1 is to safeguard fundamental rights and freedom. Protect the interest of a data subject as is provided for under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So if the intention of collecting a person's personal information is to be used to violate such rights that that person is entitled to under the Constitution, it will not be allowed under the provisions of the Act. Number 2 is to have a process of regulating data processing in Nigeria. The Act has set out grounds that can be put in place to ensure that the process is lawful, fair, and transparent. It has also provided ways of regulating the issue of consent and many other issues that are discussed under the provisions of the Act. Number 3 objective is to promote data processing practices that will actually safeguard the security of personal data. So it's not just enough to collect personal information or personal data without actually guaranteeing a process of securing them and also ensuring that there is privacy of the data subject. It is also another objective to protect data subjects' rights so that there should be a means of seeking redress where there is a breach either in the process of collecting a person's data or in the process of handling that person's personal information. So when there is a breach, there should be means of addressing that breach. So another objective is to actually ensure that the data controller, which is the person who has the duty to collect this personal information, or the data processor, the person who is actually carrying out the process by himself or herself, or who is doing it on behalf of the data controller, to also know that there are obligations, there are duties that they owe the data subject and ensure that these obligations are fulfilled. And to make sure that the commission, which is the Nigerian Data Protection Commission, is impartial and independent to actually execute the true intent of the Act. It is also the intention of the Act to strengthen the legal foundation of the national digital economy and bring the economy to a place where it can also align itself with the global economy. So these are ways that the Act has put together the objectives set out to be achieved while complying with the Act. So we at Xavier Law Essence, it is our duty, like we have always said, to bring you premium legal tips that will help you make informed decisions, help you live informed lives, and bring out the very best version of yourself. We'll see you again.